Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Nichijou episode 20. Yes, we are pretty close to the end of the series. A marvelous series so far. A hilarious one. And of course, there is not enough praise for me to give to this series. It's amazing, it's unbelievable. And I regret not watching it earlier. But yes, well, it was a fantastic opportunity for me to react to it because yes, it is utterly fantastic. But anyway, yes, we return to kind of again the jokes that we're seeing here. They have a certain connotation within the jokes. They are beyond just jokes, of course, but it's still we return kind of that moment in the series in which just a bunch of jokes, which is something I'm thankful for because again. They have something else in those jokes, but I'm going to speak about that in the end of the entire series. So anyway, yes, let's just cut this because yeah, I'm rambling or I'm starting to rambling way too much and watch the episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 20th episode of Nichijou. Man, it was hilarious. As I said during my reaction, or well, after the reaction, it's basically, well, there are several jokes here, but the main one is, well, just one main joke, or at least it revolves around one thing. In this case, the manga, or the, well, I don't know if it's a manga or it's a doujin, that is being drawn by Mio. But I'm going to leave that until the end because that is genuinely one of the funniest things I have seen so far. We go, obviously, I'm not going to say, as I said before and as I said in previous reactions, I'm not going to give you a scene by scene synopsis because yeah, I figured out that it's pretty boring, but I'm going to speak about some things that I genuinely like. Especially the changing personalities, or perhaps not even change, perhaps the revelation of different personalities of our characters, of our main characters. Of course, we know the professor is always the prankster, he's always trying to have fun, even though she's a genius, but still has the soul and the age of a kid. So that's why he enjoys, or she enjoys, all of this. Nano, the very calm personality, and of course, we reveal another part of Sakamoto's personality, that he pretended to be all the time serious, all the time the adult, the mature one. But obviously, when we first see this, when they start to play hide and seek, he was so enthusiastic. And yes, during my reaction I said, okay, this looks like a cartoon from the 40s. But actually I think it's more of the 60s or 50s at least. Why I say this? Because one thing that Sakamoto says, that yabba dabba do, I didn't notice this in the first viewing. I noticed this until the second viewing when I hear Sakamoto really saying this. And that is something I didn't get the first time, which is something marvelous because those are jokes that are inside that you really need to pay attention to get. Yes, I love the character of Sakamoto because, yes, you notice that he's a coward, he's very childish, he's a different type of the one he wants to portray because, yeah, he's not that mature, let's be honest. And all the little segments that we have after these, obviously, how we see the professor, that yes, she's a child, and therefore when she feels that she no longer is going to be able to see the people she loves, she starts to cry, and that's why she revealed the hideout that she has, a very good one. Nobody will have suspect that, but still, it's kind of cute to see the professor like this. We have small sections with the school, which is really, honestly, not that much. It's just moral, and of course we saw Sasahara being chased by this girl. And speaking of this girl, we kind of get what it looks like deep scene with her. What I mean by this is the beginning of the scene alongside with the sister of Mio is it started to look like she was finally going to reveal that actually she likes Sahara. Something that we know, but of course, for a teenager, is hard to reveal because, come on, you could be rejected. There's 1,000 things that could go wrong with said revelation. You could be teased, whatever. But yeah, during a brief moment, Nichijou was very serious. Well, but a brief, almost seconds, I think less than a minute. Because she was telling us, oh, I feel heavy, my armor feel heavy, and I guess she's speaking about the kendo practice because, yeah, that's what I guess, that's what I deduce. And I cannot concentrate for that or this reason, whatever reason it is. But of course, we know what is all this about, and I genuinely thought that we're going to see this kind of huge revelation. Oh, you like Sahara, or you like this, or whatever. But no, it was again a joke because, again, the sister being very, how to call it, consistent with her personality, just ignores everybody else and she just cares about what she wants to do. And she just lived hot. I don't remember what they were, kind of chips, but very big chips. I don't know, I don't remember. And yeah, the Helvetic standard, kind of ridiculous. I don't get what was going on there. But yeah, small scenes that we get. Now, let's go to the main one. When it was revealed that Mio knows how to draw manga, and it was pretty well done, obviously she's using her talent for her own. I don't want to say pleasure because, yeah, she's kind of drawing joy of one of her classmates, but yeah, I think that is the closest you can call that. But of course, she decides to publish, and this is something I do not get completely. Obviously, I don't live in Japan, but my guess is amateur mangakas kind of send their works to some editorials, and if the editorial like it, they are going to publish in a... I don't know how it works. That's what I deduce from what I have seen so far. So yeah, she decided to do this, and yeah, they like it. And of course, they expect a new volume, a new page. I don't know. And of course, they decide to help her. Her friends decide to help her. And this is the important one. Nano is completely flustered with seeing the droids. She cannot control herself, and she is out. Mai is pretty good at what she does. The problem is, it's always her way. And yes, this is something that was been said by Mio too, that it's the my way or the highway. And I don't know why I found that so hilarious, but I found it so much fun. And of course, she's doing whatever she wants with the background. And poor Mio is so desperate. But probably the worst case is Yuko, because she just, well, first of all, this is the biggest destructions that this show has represent, because that small pinch in the finger just destroy planets. I got into the animation. It's just fantastic. I'm sorry, that is fantastic. I love when they elevate the budget of the animation just for this ridiculous stuff. I love it. I love it. And after that, she just ruins it with ink, dropping ink on the page. And she tries to fix it, but of course we know, yeah, she's just terrible at drawing that stuff. And she gives up. After a long, prolonged jokes, she just gives up. And I love, this is something again I did not notice in the first scene. I noticed in the second scene. And as you can see, just thinking about this moment is making me laugh. I laugh so hard during that scene, and it's so stupid. Why I'm laughing at this? Because we see that Mio and Mai are kind of discussing and kind of arguing that this is not supposed to be like this and all that. And of course, the poetic mind of Yuko is speaking. But in the background, you kind of see how she ruins again the page by dropping the freaking ink on the page. And I don't know why. I find that so hilarious. Again, when I noticed that in the second viewing, I was just laughing so hard. I had to pause the freaking video. And again, yes, just thinking about it is making me laugh. It's that good. I don't know why I found it that funny. I don't know why. But anyway, it's delivered and asks for a new page because, yeah, that is completely ruined. Unfortunately, there is no more pages to create manga or comic pages, I think they are called. And this caused the longest run I have seen Mio gave. Jesus, that was gorgeous. It was hilarious, and the way it was escalating, I love it because yes, we know Yuko. We know that she loves jokes. We know that she loves inventing new words. We know all of that, all the puns that Yuko is capable of giving. But of course, we notice that she has something in her hands. But Mio is so enraged that she doesn't let her finish. She's just talk about you're stupid, you're giving me some excuses, you're inventing words, you're all that rant. And it's a marvelous rant. And of course, Yuko is just there taking it in because she's a champ. In the end, it was a worthless rant. Because yes, those things that Yuko said were only jokes. She already bought the paper and she bring it back to her, to Mio. And when Mio noticed that, oh, okay. And of course, I guess they finished. I don't know if they finished the work or not. But yes, it was a hilarious episode. This is going to be a bitch to edit. But it was so good. Oh, so good. And again, we got another love-like section. This is something I did not speak about. But again, in a funny side, with the ridiculous accessories that Yuko has on her head. I don't know what is love-like about that. Perhaps the fact that Mio didn't have the hearts that you look ridiculous with that. Perhaps that is that. But yes, I love this episode. This episode is so much fun. It is still my favorite. No, it's not my favorite. That still goes when Nano discovered that she was going to school. That has so much depth into that one. But yes, this was hilarious. This was so much fun to see. And there is something else that caught my attention, and this is not even a main joke. This is one of the transitions. One of the transitions show a thing reading a book, very calm reading a book that is called The Sirens of Titan. And I was curious to see if that was an actual book. And yes, it was. The Sirens of Titan is a comic science fiction novel by Kurt Vonnegut Jr. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm just reading this from the Wikipedia. It was published in 1959 and it involves issues of free will, omniscience, and the overall purpose of human history. Jesus, those sounds like the heaviest freaking topics, man. And yes, it all revolves around a Martian invasion to Earth. That's it. But the book is so deep, and I'm so curious to read said book. If it's as interesting as it sounds. Because yeah, when you think about it, it sounds kind of the cheap premise of a B movie. But anyway, yeah. We have another literary, reference here. I love it. I love how Nichijou is making me investigate the most absurd things. And it gave up something amazing. Something I wasn't expecting just as this book, The Sirens of Titan. Yeah, a great episode. It made me investigate and give me good results with an investigation. It made me laugh so much. It was so much fun to see this episode. Man, I love this series. I love this series. But anyway, yeah, I think I exhausted the topic of this episode. I hope you enjoy it, and yes, I think that's it, guys. Thank you for your attention, and see you on the next one. Bye!
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like, so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks and see you on the next one.